Welcome to Moonlight Madness, and today we're doing the sign of water. And it's interesting because I was about to record and then Ocean only decided to put up his take on things and read for Scorpio first and then Aquarius. So I'm reading now for Scorpio. Yes, I'm pulling cards on your energy, and yes, I've been seeing you for the last 3 days. I've recently lost my grandmother, and I'm very upset. I'm very emotional about it. I'm not going to the funeral, but I feel like I've had an epiphany. I'm burning a candle that is purple today in light of scorpionic nature is to do with priesthood, hierophant energy. You know, I get Scorpion as being very spiritual energy. My grandmother was a Scorpion. She was born on the 15th of November, and she died. Sorry, she was born on the 5th of November and died on the 5th of November when I was 10. She's passed along her energy to me, her spiritual, and now I've lost another very important figure in my life, my grandmother, who was a fire sign. I have Sagittarius heavily placed in my chart, and I've also got an Aries rising. So I've got a lot of fire in my chart. I've got a lot of passion. Ever since I've been wearing my grandmother's ring the last couple of days, I've been extremely passionate and fiery. It's like she's communicating to me. Tell the family I'm not happy with them cremating me. I don't want to be cremated. She wants to be buried. So I thought about this. I thought about it with my auntie and said, I'm not going to the funeral. I'm not saying it's okay to burn my grandmother. So I feel her energy from the ring has empowered me, and that's how I got my job recently when I was working. So it's saying here, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of the current one, the awakening of psychic abilities. This is the deck I'm using today. It is by Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue. It is called the Fairy Oracle deck, and it's my favourite deck. I've had it since 2015, before the floods. It's quite spiritual, and I like the lilies because the lilies to me represent death and rebirth. And I think it takes 4 days for a soul to leave the planet. I've said this to my mother. My grandmother is yet to go. She saw the light. She went to my Scorpion uncle who died when my first son was born. I was 4 months pregnant with my first son when my Uncle Robert passed away of a heart attack. And he was coming to me. I was channeling him the month before I started my job, and I told my nana, Uncle Robert is coming to collect. He knows you're unhappy here. He wants to remove you from the home. I believe I had a visitation from him. I'm very spiritual. I'm very psychic, and I think all of that energy comes from my great grandmother, my dad's mum on the Harding side, and my grandmother was very, very psychic, and she's passed her abilities to me before she left the planet. She knew I was the next in line. So you, as a Scorpion, have this ability that no one else does. You know, you might have the last decanter of water on the earth. Pretty much what you do is what no one else can do. It is a gift. It's an ability. It's not a curse, but it is a gift. In the past, you may have had a long, heavy energy with you around you with fire, and I've got 2 grandparents that are both Leos. So you may have had that spark. She may have sparked you to do something amazing. The Ace of Wands talks about a brand new job, a brand new relationship. So this card I pulled would have been for last month because I got the job 8 weeks ago, and I love the job. But it also talks about the beginning of a relationship that you may have wanted to enter into, but she must have sensed something was not quite right with them, that they were going through their own stuff, and you made a judgment call to pull out. I'm thinking you made a judgment call because you knew there was some things that they were not revealing, that they have tried to hide, that they had issues with and didn't want to tell you about. They may have to go through a court case. They may have done something in the past that was on the wrong side of the law, or something to do with that, and it's talking about signing a lease or a contract for a job or a contract for a marriage. They may want to propose marriage. This is strongly the card of proposal. To an Aquarian, the Star card, which is the Aquarius card, the star of the show. This person is very spiritual. I've got the feather, because the feather represents we're coming into Aquarius season on the 19th of January, which is it's tomorrow. We're coming to Aquarius season. The Aquarius is the star of the show. Look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. I've put the amethyst stone there because the amethyst helps balance out people who live in their head, and most Aquarians are intellectuals, and they oscillate between what their head says and what their heart says. Maybe you had an opportunity to connect with this other psychic medium, but she pulled back because she was in the head, because she's just lost a grandmother. And you know, when someone is upset, they don't always say what they want to say or express what they want to say because they're so overcome with emotion. My grandfather, we asked him what he wanted to do when my grandmother died, and he said, I want her to be buried with me. And then he thought about it, he's got dementia. Well, maybe we should do the quickest thing, which is to, you know, cremate her. I don't think he was in his right mind at the time. I think he was just overcome with shock. And I've been overcome with shock, and maybe I reacted to something recently online because I was too scared to dip my toe in because of what I've gone through, the grieving process. It says in the future, Scorpions, that you're going to travel overseas from a cold country to a hot country, or vice versa. It could be from a hot country to a cold country, and you will go visit this person who you're meant to see, meant to be involved with, collaborate with. Who is around you right now, Scorpio, is a fire sign. Sagittarian, Aries, Leo energy, someone who's fun, optimistic, energetic, creative. It's time to go after your dreams, do something that expands your horizons, let your creativity take flight. She likes to sing, dance, act. She's just the life of the party. So I put the carnelian, which is to stimulate the fire, the physical sexuality side. She might be quite sexual. She might come across as quite, you know, laced up, but underneath all that laced up buttons, she's trying to expand. She's got all that sexuality that she's trying to express. So then I pulled around the influence is the rock star of the zodiac, the magician, which is Aries. That is completely saying that it's an Aries around you. She's got Aries. Might be her, you know, when she was born, the ascendant rising is Aries energy. They're go-getters. They're not going to be stuck in the corner of the room. They are the life of the party, and they instigate change, and they will not tolerate anything less than what is justified. You may see that she wants justification for what's happening. Take charge of your life. Manifest what you need to be a success. It's saying that there's a big road ahead of you. You may be starting at the very foot of the road to lead to the castle, but it's saying one foot in front of the other, step by step, you may get to see each other. And chariot is transportation, to go and meet them, to go and meet them in person, because it's very important you meet, because obviously you share a common thread, a common passion, which is about spirituality. And maybe you met online, because I know this particular reader encouraged me to go from a blog to a vlog, which I did eventually when I got my own laptop. The only reason I stopped doing it, my laptop got rained upon from the air conditioner. I had no insurance for it, so I've been using my phone ever since and borrowing laptops from the library. But it's saying that you pushed and promoted her, this energy to go forward. This is really good. You helped to make her feel confident enough to do a vlog. Then what we've pulled is Stardust. This is like you are connected by your star seed is connected to her star seed. So you have known each other in a past life, is what it's saying. You are destined. So 35, I'm going to read out of the book because I'm not familiar with this. This is a fairly new deck. Talks about a return to source, a sense of needing to rewrite the soul contract, changing and moving into a new stage of life, a new incarnation. In order to make sense of these feelings, you may need to be alone and in the dark to work something out, receiving messages clearly and strongly, hesitant to act on them, waiting patiently for more information, seeking connection in the night sky when we see other constellations and galaxies, and understanding your own stardust self and origins, your star seeds, thinking a great deal after off-earth matters about life in the universe, and wondering whether there are galactic beings connecting with you, visions and dreams of these beings and off-world communities and civilizations, light being connections. Ascended masters connections are around you right now, giving you insight. Clues as to what will happen, but lacking absolute clarity means you're feeling you must pin it down to follow your gut on this position, this collaboration. Then you got the Three of Graces, which talks about female energy at work, working in a female-based environment. finding like-minded souls to work with, a happy workplace, a new community's being birthed, meeting new friends who feel like family, overcoming trust issues with other people, and sharing, understanding, and cooperation brings new opportunities. Joint business ventures, collaboration, growth of new friendships and relationships, bringing about play, delight, and work that is in tune with your purpose and talents. Celebration of a new beginning, dance and gentle movement. You may need to dance. Synchronized fate of yourself with 2 or 3 other like-minded beings with similar training and outlooks and ideas and beliefs. New business ventures with friends, amicable interactions with strangers, feeling happy and connected to female friendships, creating a working magical circle built on trust, delight, security, and friendship, rejoicing in femininity and feminine energies. And everyone has masculine and feminine energies inside of them. We just need to tap into them. Intuition is feminine by nature. Masculinity is masculine. But I could be a female with a lot of masculine energy, but I tap into my intuition, which is feminine energy. So you've just got to balance it all out. And that's all I have for you today for water 2024 January.